everyone in the Poindexter Lounge. I hope you enjoyed Legends of Tomorrow, and thanks for watching.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, and it is so good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, look, we are going to go into some uncharted territory today. We're going to be talking about the what ifs today of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. But before we do that, hey, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew, meaning all of us, all my friends, and all of you can get together and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, Star Wars, and so much more. And if those are things that get you up in the morning, if those are things that get your lightsaber ignited and just get you going, get you talking, get you tweeting, get you just all over the place and just raring to go, then you have found the right place, because that's what the Poindexter Lounge is all about. It is a place for nerds, by nerds. And so, I wear that moniker proudly. And so we are glad to have you. So please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know when we put out new videos, because we're constantly putting out new videos and new content for you guys. We do live streams, we do watch parties. We're going to be back here tomorrow night, Friday night, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Mandalorian watch party. We watch it live with you, and then we do our review right there. And you guys can give us your input as we watch it and as we finish it, and tell us what you guys thought of the episode. Now, that being said, we are talking Star Wars today. And, you know, I used to do this thing called That Star Wars Show. And I kind of want to go back to talking about Star Wars because, Lord knows, we discuss enough of the junk out there that's talked about Star Wars. We do a show here called Our 2 Cents on Nonsense. And most of the time we're talking about people who are just making stuff up about Star Wars, literally just putting anything out there. And so today I wanted to talk about some Star Wars news that kind of came out. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it, but it is something that came out about a movie that, look, I've gone on record and I've said that I like it. I like it a lot. And I know that it's very dividing and that a lot of people don't like it. And that's okay. You don't have to like the movie. You don't have to like the same movies that I like. It's okay. You don't have to like The Last Jedi. And that's fine. We can still be friends. I've got a lot of friends that don't like The Last Jedi, and we have great conversations. We have fun about it. And then we just go our separate ways and we talk about the things that we like, and we agree on the things that we like. That being said, though, Rian Johnson has become a very polarizing figure when it comes to Star Wars because, well, he wrote and directed The Last Jedi. And so because he wrote and directed The Last Jedi, there are a lot of people who have responded very negatively to Rian Johnson and have a very negative opinion of Rian Johnson. With that said, Rian was asked a question on Twitter yesterday, and I thought that it was fitting that we talk about it because it brings up a very interesting prospect, a very interesting idea. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what was said. Rian was asked by someone named Darth Boring, did you ever consider Anakin's ghost showing up to speak with Luke and or Rey? And then Rian Johnson answered, and he said, briefly for the tree burning scene, but Luke's relationship was with Vader, not really Anakin, which seemed like it would complicate things more than that moment allowed. Yoda felt like the more impactful teacher for that moment. Now, I find this kind of interesting that Rian would say this because, I mean, first of all, there were all kinds of rumors and speculation out there that Anakin's Force Ghost was going to be in The Last Jedi. I mean, look, as long as there's been Mike Zero, there's been rumor and speculation that Anakin's ghost was going to show up somehow in these movies. I mean, how many times did we hear that for The Rise of Skywalker, that Anakin Skywalker showing up in the Lucas cut? It's got Anakin Skywalker showing up. But here Rian actually confirms that he actually thought about that idea, that he actually thought it over and thought, what would that look like? What would that be? but then came to the realization that Yoda being in that scene has probably more impact given the relationship that Luke had with Yoda, as Yoda being his master and him training with Yoda, versus the relationship that he had with Vader. Because for most of that relationship, it was a relationship of conflict, right? They went back and forth, and Luke went from hating Darth Vader so much for what he assumed was killing Obi-Wan. Now we've since then learned that Obi-Wan just became one with the Force, so that's why he disappeared. That Vader didn't actually even get the chance to kill him, which is a whole story unto itself. And maybe that's the first time you've heard that, or maybe you've been aware of that. But there you go. But so Luke went from absolutely hating Vader to being in a position where realizing that Vader was his dad, wanting to save his father, and bring him back to the light side, and then eventually doing just that. And so I don't know how that scene plays out with even being redeemed Anakin Skywalker to come back and to try to tell Luke what a Jedi should be, or how a Jedi should act, or any of those things. Because let's be honest, Yoda has more clout when it comes to how a Jedi should act, or who a Jedi should be, or what a Jedi should be about. Yoda saying that the ancient Jedi texts aren't where it's at, that's not where we should derive all of our instinct from as Jedi, or all of our reaction from as Jedi. Has more weight than, say, Anakin Skywalker coming in and saying, "Oh, Luke, don't worry about the Jedi texts. That's not something that you need to worry about." And so when I think of it that way, I realize that if Anakin had done that and come in and said that, all of us, I think, would have looked at that in a different way and thought, I don't really think can we trust Anakin? Even though we know he's redeemed, there were all these rumors floating around there for a while of Anakin being a split personality, even as a Force ghost, a split ghost. I don't know if you guys remember hearing some of those rumors and speculation out there that sometimes he would appear as Vader's Force ghost, and sometimes he would appear as Anakin's Force ghost, and you kind of go back and forth. And so I think it would have, if Anakin was saying those things about the Jedi, we would probably be left with this uneasy feeling, right? Of, I don't know if that's really right. But with Yoda saying it, it came from more of a mentor to Luke, where you didn't feel like Yoda would do something that in turn could hurt Luke, or hurt the Jedi, or hurt their prospects of being relevant anymore, but just accepting it for what it is. Now, I know that there are people, my friends included, there are some of my friends who feel that Yoda was misrepresented in the movie because of his funniness and his silliness. I just always looked at that, though, as his relationship with Luke again. Sometimes we look at Yoda, and I think other characters, as being very, very serious, which Yoda can be very serious. But I do believe that Yoda has that fun, kind of silly side to him. I don't feel that in The Empire Strikes Back that just came out of nowhere, that it wasn't just a big put on just for Luke, that he did have that gentle side. Look at how he is in the prequels, where he's talking to Obi-Wan, he's training the younglings, and he's making little jokes with the younglings and smiling. Yoda is smiling, and he's having a good time training them, and even making a couple of jokes at Obi-Wan's expense. And so I look at that where, man, when he's messing around with Luke there at the beginning, yes, some of it is just him being silly and trying to throw Luke off the scent and really see how Luke's reaction is going to be. But then another part of that is just part of Yoda's personality. Is it the main part? No. Is it the part that we're going to see the majority of? No, because he is a Jedi Master. But in the end, it is still part of his makeup. And so I think for him to come back and to talk to Luke, that makes sense to me. It makes sense to me that he would come back and kind of have more of a lighter tone with Luke. And I love, I know some people don't like it, but I love how he knocks him on the head and calls him young Skywalker still. Here Luke is an old man and a Jedi Master in his own right. And yet Yoda's bonking him on the head and calling him young Skywalker still, and saying, oh, Luke, you're still dealing with some of those same things. And you know what? I think that that's so true, because the older we get, there's still some things that we just don't learn. You know, we would love to think that as we grow older, oh yes, I've learned it all, and I've dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's, and I've learned all my lessons, and I'm good to go. The reality is sometimes we still have more to learn, and it's not all in the books. Sometimes it has to be learned through life experience and from putting aside what we know, just as Yoda did say, unlearn what you have learned. And I feel that that's exactly what Luke has to do in the movie. And so those are my thoughts on it. I found this very interesting, though. Like I said, if Anakin's calling, lightning down from the sky, I think it puts it in a completely different perspective for us, and probably even concerns us a little bit more as with Yoda doing it. But hey, I would love to hear your thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Look, if you don't like The Last Jedi, that's fine. You don't have to tell me I'm stupid or whatever. I mean, if you want to tell me I'm stupid, I can take it. I'm a big boy. But here's the thing. That's not the point. I would love to have a conversation with you. I love to have conversations with people, even if they're differing opinions. And so I would love that. If you want to do that, leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would think if Anakin Skywalker, as his Force Ghost, would have been the one to come to Luke and have those conversations about the Jedi texts there on At&t and burn down the tree and all of those things. And let me know what you think about this idea of his relationship being different than Yoda's, because at the end, Luke does talk to Anakin. He pulls the helmet off and he sees Anakin for the first time, and Anakin is able to look upon him with his own eyes. But do they really establish, a real relationship? Luke spent quite a while, at least, with Yoda on Dagobah. And so I'm interested to hear your opinions for sure. Hey, before we go, I do want to say thank you to all of our Patreon subscribers. You guys are awesome. All of our Patreon members, you guys are fantastic. And everyone who gives super chats at any time throughout the month on any one of our videos, you guys are fantastic. Also, thank you to all of our members. Don't forget, we do have memberships available here on the channel, and you get all kinds of great perks for both of these options. And you can be a part of the channel, and you get emoticons. We just need a couple more members before we get a couple more emoticons. So we're continually adding and continually looking to give back. Speaking of giving back, don't forget our free comic book of the week, brought to you by our good friends at the Milee Store on eBay. You can find all those links in the description below. Every week we give away a free comic book courtesy of our good friend Crush It at the Milee Store. And you can find, like I said, their links down in the description below. And all you got to do is answer the nerd question of the week. And what is this nerd question of the week? Well, guess what? We're going to give this away later today on Thursday. So, hey, leave your comment down in the comment section with the answer. It's a real easy answer. All you got to do is leave it down there, and you could be in the running for one of these comics. And this week's question was, how was Jason Todd brought back to life in the comics? Jason Todd was Robin. How was he brought back to life in the comics? And if you answer that question, you are automatically in the running for a free comic. You don't have to do anything. We just send you that comic. And remember that, every month we do giveaways for all of our Patreon subscribers, all of our members, and anyone who gives a super chat. Right now, we're doing 2 this month. So the first 2 weeks, it's going to be this poster. Now you say, Enosh, that poster is rolled up. I don't know what that poster looks like. I wonder if I had maybe, I don't know, a picture. It is Star Wars related. It's a great R2-D2 and Princess Leia poster. It's got kind of a retro look to it. And this can be yours if you don't have to do anything but be a member or a Patreon subscriber, or just give a super chat at any time in the month, and your name is automatically entered for this. And then, like I said, about halfway through the month, we're going to have another giveaway because, it's the holidays and we like to give back a little bit. Don't forget, it is the holidays, and so we have a lot of great things in our merch store. You can find that link below. We just added some new t-shirts, our 2 cents on nonsense shirt. We added the nerd family shirt that you can get there. And then of course, this is a great seller right here of weird nonsense. It's a great picture of our two good friends there, two good Star Wars nonsense friends, along with our good friend Kathleen Kennedy there, from a famous scene from Weird Science. That's all I'll say about that. But hey, guys, thanks for joining me today. I always look forward to hearing from you guys. I always look forward to talking to you guys when we do live streams. And you guys just make doing YouTube a lot of fun. I do appreciate you all. And look, just remember, don't let anyone tell you that your fandom doesn't matter or that you're wrong or whatever. Look, don't allow them to tell you that. But also don't try to correct everybody else and tell them where they're wrong either. Listen to each other, express your opinions, and do that with respect and treat each other like you would want to be treated, because that's what it's all about, folks, is treating others the way you want to be treated. And if you do that, if you're respectful of one another, you'll always have a place here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, saying stay nerdy, and may the Force be with you.